Trying to lose weight online is a fucking cesspool of misinformation. It'll leave you more confused than when you started. And that really sucks because then you're left wondering where the hell to even begin. But my mission is simple: cut through the noise and make this shit easy to understand. So in this video, we're gonna go over 2 big diet changes that can get you 80% of the results you want. If you're new here, welcome, and I appreciate you spending your time here. My name's Noah, and I've been a full-time personal trainer for the last 5 years after graduating from my bachelor's of kinesiology. And like I said before, I'm just trying to cut through all the bullshit and make stuff easy for you to understand. No bullshit, no gimmicks. If that sounds good to you, then let's get right into it. First off, there are no quick fixes. So if that's what you're looking for, just click off now. But if you're still here, I know you're serious, and I really respect that. Here's the truth: sustainable fat loss is about small, consistent changes over time, not trying to overhaul your entire fucking life at once. Because that all or nothing approach is why people say things like, exercise isn't for me, or I tried everything and that just didn't work. Because when you try to do everything at once, you overwhelm yourself. You burn out and then you quit. But if you start where you're at and build just one change at a time, a few months from now, you're not even gonna recognize yourself. Now, let's talk about your diet. We're not gonna cut out any of the foods that you think are bad. I don't really give a shit if it's pizza, ice cream, chips. None of that is off limits. Yes, a calorie deficit is the only way to lose weight. And technically, you could lose weight only eating junk foods. But here's the problem: you're gonna be starving all the time, your energy is gonna tank, and you're just gonna be miserable all the time while you're trying to reach your goals. So instead of focusing on restricting ourselves, we're gonna focus on adding 2 things in: more protein and more fiber. Now, you might be thinking that this is just like every other dumb diet tip online. But just bear with me, and if it doesn't make sense by the end, just go ahead and roast me in the comments. Most people, when they start a diet, they cut out absolutely everything: carbs, sugar, snacks. I mean everything that they deem bad foods. And sure, that might work for a week or even a month, but then they end up hating their fucking lives, so they quit. Here's what's happening: most people are under eating whole, unprocessed foods, especially protein and fiber. Unprocessed foods fill you up more. Ultra processed foods like chips, cake, cookies, they might taste fucking delicious, but they are not filling and they have a lot of calories. Let me give you an example. On screen is 100 calories of chips versus 100 calories of grapes. And yes, I know grapes don't have the most protein or fiber, but they're what I have in the house and they let me prove my point. But which one do you think is gonna make you feel more full when you're done? Now, here's the part I talk about in every damn video: your TDEE, otherwise known as your total daily energy expenditure, which is a fancy way of saying it's a breakdown of the calories you burn in a day. And I have an entire video breaking it down. I'll leave linked at the end of this one. But the one section that I want you to focus on for this video is TEF, or your thermic effect of food. It's how many calories your body burns from just digesting the foods that you eat. And get this, you can increase this depending on the foods that you're eating. Carbs and fats, especially from ultra-processed foods, are just very easy to break down and don't burn that many calories. But whole foods like protein and fiber, they burn more calories to digest. So a diet made up of mostly whole foods can increase your daily calorie burn from digestion by up to 50%. There's one more massive benefit to eating more whole foods: your energy levels are gonna skyrocket. You move more, your workouts are better, you feel better, and all that extra movement burns even more calories, which means you can eat more just to maintain or even lose weight. So stop trying to overcomplicate weight loss. It's simple, but that doesn't mean that it's easy. Make small changes. Eat more protein, eat more fiber. Base your meals around whole foods. And don't entirely cut out your favorite foods altogether. That makes weight loss so much more sustainable. And honestly, it makes weight loss feel so much fucking easier than starving yourself and quitting every 3 weeks.